Tonight we have 8 citizens who would like to address the board. The first one is Jennifer Bridges, and I want you to know these are taken in the order in which you gave them. Jennifer Bridges. Ms. Bridges.
I'm Jennifer Bridges. I'm a PEC teacher, and this is Tacovia Kendrick. She is a kindergarten teacher at the #1 school in all of Bibb County, Alexander II Math and Science Magnet Elementary School, STEM certified. To the board, you have a copy of all data I will be presenting tonight, and this data has been procured through the Georgia Department of Education. We are ranked 203rd out of all 2,204 schools in the state, which places Alexander II in the top 10%. Alexander II is in the top 20% of overall improved public schools. We are top 20% in reading proficiency, top 10% in math proficiency, and top 5% in science. We are ranked second out of the 7 public elementary magnet schools in Georgia. Alexander II was one of only 2 Bibb County schools to be recognized as a Title I distinguished school. We are also one of only 54 STEM certified schools in the state. Alexander II outperformed both the district and the state for ELA CCRPI scores, more than doubling the district. For math in 2024, Alexander II outperformed the district and the state again, more than doubling the district's performance. In science, we not only doubled the CCRPI score in the district, but we were 6% away from tripling the state score. Furthermore, for ELA Math and Science CCRPI, our special education population more than doubled the district's and state scores in all areas. I point out that because 2 former PEC teachers are in the room tonight. One left our department and the other one changed schools due to the amount of trauma and stress that last year caused them. Ms. Johns, Ms. Nielsen, I hope these scores can bring some happiness to you. You did not fail our kids. The system failed you, just as it continues to fail Alexander II. Both 2023 and 2024 in ELA and math, Alexander II scored higher in the achievement area for both 4th and 5th grade, and 5th grade scored higher in the median growth area for both 2023 and 2024. 4th grade is the only area of achievement or median growth for both years in which students were ranked in the lower portion of median growth. But it's very hard to grow when you are already at the top. Numbers do not lie, just like good people do not lie. They want to do good things and create good schools. We are here and we will get in trouble. Good trouble, necessary trouble. Mr. Ficklin, we are the messengers.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to remind you of the rules. You heard them. There'll be no yelling and none of that. I know you're excited. I want you to keep your excitement down. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bridges. Next one, we have Sabrina L. Hom.
Thank you very much. My family has been part of the Alex II family for almost 10 years, and I'm choosing my words very carefully, to speak in praise of our administrators at Alex II, Mrs. Woodard and Dr. Bird. We have observed over these 9 years the benefits of strong and stable school leadership. Having one great teacher is good luck, but having great teachers year after year for homeroom, for specials, and for reach, this attests to the hard work of Alex II administrators to recruit and retain the best talent. No school is perfect, or perfect for every student. But the leaders at Alex II have created a safe, inclusive, and nurturing climate for our children. They've gone above and beyond to provide supports for our students with special needs. They have fostered clear communication with parents and created opportunities for our kids. Because of this, I also want to share my concerns about the abrupt loss of these school leaders and the lack of public input on this matter. I fear that Alex II could lose valued teachers, staff members, current and prospective students as a result. That's in addition to our valued school leaders. Of course, you already know that it is difficult for our public schools to compete with private and charter schools, and this kind of uncertainty does not help. Our recent progress could be imperiled, and the school could even lose its elite Georgia STEM certification, which is up for renewal next year. I fear that these abrupt changes will do nothing less than sabotage one of this district's great and beloved schools. I know that you can't tell us the details of your personnel decisions, but I want to be frank. The fact that the district superintendent and 2 members of this board disagreed with that decision is enough to tell me that it was not a self-evident or necessary choice. And clearly it was a choice that did not take the input of the vast majority of stakeholders into consideration. I know we can't holler or wave our signs, but maybe we can just wave our hands if we're here from Alex to show those concerns and ask that our voices be heard. So I just want to ask you to respect our wonderful school leaders who have done so much for the community and to hear our voices. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hong. Next, we have Jessica C. Vance.
Can I start now? Good evening. My name is Jessica Vance. I'm a concerned parent of Alexander II Magnet School. I'm here tonight to express my deep concerns about the board's decision to not renew the contracts of both of our administrators. This decision is troubling. Has there ever been a precedent for removing without transferring both administrators from a top-rated school, especially when neither has any reprimands on their GAPSC license? And the superintendent himself recommended they continue in their roles. Multiple experts have told me this situation is not just unusual, it may be unprecedented. That raises serious questions about the motives behind this. Removing 2 respected leaders without explanation undermines trust in this board. Is this the kind of decision-making we should expect in the future? As far as I'm aware, both administrators are deeply respected by their staff. Their leadership has created an environment where both students and staff can thrive. To lose them could very well contribute to higher attrition and lower morale. It could also jeopardize Alex II's STEM recertification next year. Leadership transitions, along with possible staff attrition, could destabilize the whole process and put the school's hard-earned achievement at risk. Both administrators have clean records with no reprimands through the Georgia Professional Standards Commission, something Ms. Woodard's own supervisor cannot claim, as he was reprimanded in 2018. However, he was given an opportunity to grow and improve as a principal and eventually moved up into his current position. If there is a valid reason for the board's decision...
Excuse me a minute. Want to hear from our attorney? We want to remind you not to bring any other personnel into it.
Okay, sorry about that.
Thank you.
Okay, I ask that it be made transparent. Why are they good enough to finish the school year but not continue even in another role? I am asking this board to reopen this issue for discussion. The parents of Alexander II deserve to be heard, and we continue to push for a fair resolution. If we cannot find a resolution, we will continue to investigate and take this up with those in higher powers. I also ask that the board engage with parents and staff when making decisions of this magnitude in the future. The petition Alexander II admin is essential has already gathered 582 signatures, more than the total number of students at the school. This community both supports our administrators and demands answers. In conclusion, Alexander II families want to work with you to find a solution that benefits everyone, the board, the administration, our school, and most importantly, our children. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Vance. Thank you all for being so kind. Next, we have Carrie Hatcher.
Good evening, members of the school board. I'm Carrie Hatcher, father of 3 Einsteins. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. I come here not out of criticism, but of a deep commitment to the success of our children and excellence of our beloved Alexander II. First, I want to recognize and commend the principal and assistant principal of our school. They are outstanding, professional educators whose leadership has profoundly and positively impacted my children. Their dedication and excellence has benefited our students in ways that cannot be overstated. Losing them would be a tremendous loss, not just for our school, but for the entire district. I urge you to reflect on their irreplaceable value they bring. However, I must address the pressing issues that I have come to light. The disruptions and behavioral challenges in the first grade classrooms last year were more than mere inconveniences. They were deeply troubling. The fear and distress these children endured and the subsequent academic setbacks are unacceptable. We should all be disturbed by the first-hand accounts of those young voices who were scared to attend school. Let me be clear, no child involved in this situation is at fault. Behavioral issues at this age are entirely responsible of us adults. Additionally, the alarming number of lawsuits and settlements stemming from the special education program is diverting critical funding that could be used to address and resolve underlying issues, not to defend preventable litigation. We must act decisively to prevent these situations at the root and provide for a zealous defense of unfounded litigation. The lack of support from district personnel for our school leadership and staff has exacerbated these problems. Rather than solving the real issues, removing the principal and assistant principal would only mask them, leaving the core challenges unaddressed. I am also concerned about the influence of personal relationships on settlement decisions. This must not overshadow our mission to prioritize our students' well-being. I fear the consequences of inaction. We risk losing exceptional educators and staff who understandably may seek workplaces where they feel supported. This school is one of the best, not only in the county, but in the state, and its success depends on retaining talent and the dedication of its team. My fellow parents and I are resolute. We will not let these matters be swept aside. Our children's success is our ultimate priority, and we stand ready to partner with the board, the district, and the school to improve this situation. It is not my desire to create adversarial relationships, but I will insist on transparency and accountability, including the continued timely response to our open records requests. As it would not be appropriate for me to disclose some of what I have discovered in an open forum as this, I am willing to present in private to any of you who desire to learn more of what I have uncovered. Let us work together to ensure that Alexander II remains a beacon of excellence for our children, our community, and our future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hatcher. Okay, moving right along. We have Reverend Timothy W. Price Sr. Reverend Price.
Thank you to Dr. Sims, President Johnson, and board members. Good evening.
Good evening.
I am Timothy W. Price Sr., Angel Gates Woodard's pastor. I'm speaking on behalf of Angel, a gifted and talented individual whose influence reflects various aspects of her life. As a person, a parent, a church member, and an educator. She embodies qualities that make her a model of excellence and inspiration to those around her. As a person, Angel is known for her unwavering integrity and her compassion. Her genuine concern for others is evident in her everyday interactions. She treats everyone with respect and dignity, regardless of their background or status. Her ability to listen with empathy and offer support makes her a cherished friend and confidant. As a parent, Angel sets a gold standard for her children just as she does for her students. She is deeply devoted to her children and their development. Mrs. Woodard encourages her children to strive for excellence while ensuring they feel loved, and supported. Angel and her husband foster an environment where their children can explore their interests and passions, instilling in them the values and hard work that it takes to make it as young students. As a church member, Angel Gates Woodard is a pillar of faithfulness. She is actively involved in various ministries and is always ready to help support other ministries. Her faith is a guiding force in her life, and she inspires others through her commitment to service, Angel's leadership in church ministries, and her participation in outreach projects reflect her deep concern for those who are in need. As an educator, Angel has impacted so many. In fact, her impact is profound and far-reaching. She possesses a passion for education and dedication to her students. Her ability to connect with parents and students takes her beyond her exceptional ability. She encourages her students to think critically, explore creatively, and believe in their potential. Angel's leadership provides a nurturing environment where staff and students feel valued, motivated
Thank you,
to
Reverend
achieve their best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Tarnice Haney. I hope I pronounced it right that time. Tarnice Haney.
Good evening, respected board members and a distinguished guest, Bibb County, making Bibb County community, family, and friends. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. I appreciate the opportunity to address you on matters that are of great importance to all of us for the leadership at Alexander II Magnet School. Under divine leadership, the school has received a state recognition as one of the top 5% of Title I schools in Georgia based on standardized assessments. The focus has always been on encouraging students to strive and do their very best academically. The staff always does their best to create a positive learning environment for each of their scholars. It's clear that individuals care deeply about the school's mission, and the shown efforts have made an impactful difference in many lives. While the challenges of leadership are never easy, we acknowledge the hard work that has been put into shaping the school's culture. Leadership in education often means making tough decisions and facing challenges head on. This has been done so with dedication and resilience, all while maintaining a tone of respect and professionalism. I strongly believe in the words of the great Whitney Houston. I do believe our children are our future. So with that being said, please consider not only the voices of the adults, but the voices of the little ones as well. I thank you so much for your attentiveness and your time this evening. I wish you all unity, love, and light. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Haney.